Hello there. Y'all all right? So listen real quick. A couple weeks ago, I did a video and I said, I was talking about being a dreamer and a seer and, living boldly and out loud with my gifts. And I talked about maybe doing like a show or something about it, right? Like a Instagram live or a podcast or whatever, just talking to other people about their experience with their gifts. And so many of you have messaged me about it. And I was like, let me start doing more content because a lot of us are gifted and some of us are afraid to talk about our gifts because of judgment, because of lack of understanding. And I, of course, in my first book, Feeding the Soul, I talk about my gifts. I opened up the book talking about it because I wanted people to know who I am up front. And if they chose not to, support me anymore or want to read my book, honey, this is your moment to shut it and move on about your business, right? But I am gifted. Ever since I was a child, I see things, I hear things, and I dream things that come to pass. And so I can't control it, right? I've never been able to control it. It just happens. And so this past weekend, when I was on my way to Louisiana, me and my team, we were all in a car, and it happened. Nick actually was in the car with us, and the driver who was driving us, first time ever meeting him, didn't know him. All of a sudden, I could hear wheels rolling, but it's hard to explain. It's like I could hear the wheels of like a bike or a skateboard, like at one of those parks, and then I could just hear the words, wheels, bikes, skateboards. And so I said to him, I was sitting behind him, and I said, "Hey, are you passionate about bikes or skateboards, or are you trying to pursue that as a career?" And he was in shock. He was just like, "Yes," And of course, I went on to just pour into him and give him what God had told me to tell him. And after the fact, Nick asked me, he was like, "What does that feel like? What does it sound like?" And I was like, "It feels like breathing. It's normal for me." I remember as a kid, it used to scare me. And I think it used to scare me more so because of how people would react when I would tell them things. So it made me fearful and afraid to share just because of how you were treated, But now I don't, of course, hide it, and I no longer fear it. And it actually, if I don't share, I get sick, right? I get dizzy. I get nauseous. I do not feel well. I have to get it out of me when it's not meant for me to hold because it's not for me, right? But I wanted to share that and remind somebody right now that you have a gift and it's yours that God has given to you, right? And sometimes you have to be a messenger. And I know it ain't always easy, okay? I know that sometimes it doesn't feel well, especially sometimes we have to deliver news that is not joyful or happy news. But you've been trusted with your gift. You're not crazy. You're not a witch, as folk be saying. You are gifted. God has gifted you. You're a seer. You're a dreamer. You're a hearer, right? You're a healer. Whatever your gift may be, don't be ashamed of it. Walk in it boldly, okay? Walk in it boldly and proudly, and know that God chose you to carry it, okay? That's it. I think maybe I'll talk more about the gift because a lot of people have been asking, and I'm trying to calm my schedule down for the summer, and maybe I'll start like the live series. Maybe we'll go live and bring other people in just to talk about your own experiences with your gifts and your dreams, because I think it's time that we stop hiding who we truly are and walk in the gifts that God has blessed us with publicly, right? And give him all the glory because of it. All right? All right, that's it. Just wanted to share. I love y'all, honey. I hope that y'all had a great day. Okay, and tomorrow, honey, you go about your business and have a good one. But even if you can't have a good day, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's here. Very good, honey. Be brave, okay? You've been trusted with it. I love you.